Hello everybody and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. So you just joined me as this worker's putting a bit of lime down in my soybean field. Now in the last episode I said that I was going to see you in either Jan, when the price was good to sell some crops, or if the grass grew longer to the final stage so we can cut it. Well, neither of that's happened, but I found something else. So after the last episode, I said that I wanted to do some grass to put into the silage pit to, get some more silage. And I was going to use the grass, but then I noticed this here, field 5. It's ready to harvest, it's ready to go. What's in field 5? Oh, lovely corn. Now, this is the field that's just across from Jimmy's. If we poke ahead through the hedge, this is Jimmy's field here. You see there's the farm. It's literally just the other side. Now what we can do is something I don't think that I can remember we've done on any of my Let's Plays. We can chaff the corn. Put it in the silage pit. So that is what I'm going to do. So this field wasn't ours. It is now. I've leased it. Cost me about 10 grand to lease for the month. We're literally going to harvest the corn, chaff it, get a forage harvester, put it in the pit, blanket it over, and let it ferment to lovely, lovely silage. So the worker's doing a good job on the lime. It's not taking much at all. So hopefully this field we are going to be doing properly. So I've done the mulching, as you can see the texture. It's been mulched straight after harvest. The lime's going down now, which is, it's not much it needs to put on, just a little bit, just to get it to the right level. When the lime's done, we can come back with the planter, and we can actually plant it, which will then obviously the planter will put the nitrogen in that we need. So the fertilizer will go in and that will all measure out perfectly, and it will push the lime into the soil. So that should get rid of the white kind of texture on the top, but then it will push it all in. And then really, that should be it. As soon as that's done, we'd probably need to just come back and roll it as soon as it's done. Then, as far as I'm aware, that is everything. That should be absolutely perfect. Now, I have got installed the crop rotation kind of mod. What this does is it gives you, it's a planner, as you can see, the crop rotation planner, and you basically put on here what's gone through the field. So obviously we had nothing in it to start with. Then we put some grass in it, and then after the grass, I've put some soybeans. So you can see it shows the scale levels on the side. So from nothing to grass, you're getting 1.10, which is good. Anything over 1 is obviously a bonus. 1's the level. Anything below 1 is you're going under. So grass straight from nothing, yeah, great, 1.10. Because I put soybeans in after, which obviously it was mainly done for the money, it took it down from 1.10 to 1.05. So because we've had soybeans in, you can go flick through all these and see, there you go, canola will give us 1.15, which is the maximum you can get. Also corn as well. So corn and canola are the best things to really go in this field. So you don't want to put soybeans back in again, because look at that. You're really going to lose out on the yield. Potatoes get you 1. Again, it's going to drop a bit. Sugar beet will get us a little bit of a improvement on that because of the soybeans that were in before. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put maybe some barley or some wheat in. Maybe some barley because we've already got quite a lot of wheat. Maybe go for barley for a change. Oat field. Field 18, the big field, that's oats as well. So we could put some barley in. It's still going to be an improvement from 1.05 to 1.10. So we're going up, and obviously doing all these little bits extra as well. Should just improve this a little bit more. So let's get the planter. We'll get a worker, start putting in some barley in here. Then we'll tackle some corn. So I'm just here now. The planter is on the back. Let's go turn that off. And I just thought I'd bypass. So this is where we're going to put the chaff in. And like I said, about 500,000 litres it will hold. But also we've got to remember, we've got the BGA, so we could put some of this silage into and run it through the BGA. We've got bales that we're going to sell. There's a lot going on, but I just wanted to show you because every time I seem to do new episodes, I get new mods. There's new mods that I find, and I've got thousands of mods. And this one was quite good. Let's just go jump this. So it's I don't know exactly what it was called without checking, but it's an animal mod. And it gives you, well, basically different animals. Look, so instead of your normal cows, baby calves. How cool is that? So we now get full stats on this calf's 1 month. It says there calf female Holstein. 100% health. Obviously no reproduction. Well too young for that. But how cool is that? So now instead of just getting like normal generic cows, like if you know, these are the brown Swiss. So instead of getting normal generic brown Swiss, this mod mixes it up a bit now, so you get a mixture of all different cows. So you can see, look, we've got little baby calf brown Swisses. We've got normal cows. You just get a mixture. How cool is that? What a mod. So yeah, I like that. I thought that was quite good, that was. Oh my. That's a lot of So I've got my barley selected. The worker is ready. We're going to go and start the worker off and let them get started. Putting some barley in this field. We can just do barley now. This is the last time we'll be able to do barley. This is obviously going to sit in here now till next year. So as soon as this is done, it's going to put the right amount of fertilizer in. You can see it's pushing the lime in the ground, digging that deep in there, which is good. It's putting quite a lot actually, 666 kilograms per hectare. Quite a seed rate in certain places going up as well. So this is going to look good on the map. The little mini map at the bottom, you can see it's looking good. It's changing it from bright red to more green. So it's now putting in the right nitrogen now for barley that we need. Once this is done, like I said, we can roll it. And then I think that's it. We can just sit back. That'll be a perfect field. So let's just quickly jump out, let the worker carry on. Have a look on here now. It's showing me that, yeah, pH perfect. The crop rotation's perfect. We're going to get 115% on this. Everything's perfect with that. So expected yield, 142%. Yield potential, 125. So we are exceeding the yield. That's pretty cool, that is. And obviously we're still going to roll this as well, and then that should be perfect. So it's got a bit misty as well, isn't it? It's a bit hazy. We'll let the worker carry on with that one. Let's go tackle some corn. And just one more thing. I do apologize. I keep going off on little tangents here about certain things, but there's so many good mods that come out for this damn game that I just have to keep adding them and adding them and adding them in. Now, another one that's just sort of come out is the ability. Now, obviously, you might, if you play this game yourself, you get tractors, trailers, stuff like that you have to lease. But normally you can't really do much with them. But there's now a mod that allows you to lease a tractor, like this one that, you know, my class one I've had to lease from the start. Well, it was around about 160,000 to buy it new. But you can lease it, and then as you can see, it's 6 months old now. But this mod gives me the ability now to be able to go and click purchase and lease equipment purchase. Purchase the lease Arian 664, 121,992. Obviously, I can't afford that, yeah. But it gives you the ability to actually buy outright the tractor that you've leased. So instead of just leasing it and then selling it, well, returning it, you get the option now to lease it for a bit. When your money picks up, buy it outright for whatever the remaining cost is. That is so cool. Now, I know it sounds pretty simple. It's like, well, kind of what happens in like real life. But just these extra little bits in the game, just add that little bit and just make it a little bit better. So I'm going to get this thing. I'm just going to come around to my silage pump. I am going to try and fill it up. I don't know where the tank is. It doesn't seem to want to let me fill it now. What's going on here? Where's the tank? The pump's here. I don't know where the tank is. All right, let me see if I can fill this. So we're here in the field then. It's all hooked up, pipes out, unfolded, trailers attached, silage additives in. Let's just go start this and see how we get on. Is it going to fill up? Is all good? All good? Oh, it's all working. That's quite a width as well. It's a good little setup, that is. Maybe the front wheels are off the ground on the trailer, but hey, it's going to work. Now, this is quite a size field, so I am a little bit worried. We are going to get quite a bit. Now, we've got to remember that this field hasn't been treated, so because it's an in-game field, as you can see, it's not gone right to the edge. It's not had all the proper pH, nitrogen, nothing like that, so it's not going to be as good as it could be if we looked after it. And I've just realised, look at all them bales there. dear me, that's going to be quite a few trips back and forth to sell them bad boys. So we're just going to let this worker get on. I need to tab through now to this, because what I've just found out now is the guy in this field here, he's run out of fertilizer already. Should have seen that one coming. So let me go get my seed tender and we'll fill him up. So using my seed tender, the new one for the first time, then we've got 20,000 litres of seeds in here and 100,000 litres of fertilizer. Now, not sure what's going to be the best way. I'm assuming from the back here. So let's just go and open up the help menu, because I'm not sure how we actually operate this. So it does say if we can open the cover, you can see the two compartments there, seed and fertilizer. That's all this thing would do. Slightly modded by myself to adapt it to do what I want it to do. So if we just go put this one out now, this should be seed. As you can see, it will go over and we should be able to just creep forward, and hopefully at some point it should detect and put seed in. There we go. You can see the seed going in. So it's gone and filled the seed up now in the planter, and then I think if we go and press this again, it should go across the fertilizer compartment. There you go. You can see the fertilizer now going in. Got all the little figures down at the bottom here. There we go. So now we can go put the pipe away. Just takes a few seconds. I think I went around a couple of times there. I didn't think it was going in, but it takes a few seconds to fold in. There we go. So that's that done. So what I'll do is I'll just leave this here for now. We'll turn that off and we should be able to go in here. And then we need to make sure, yeah, that's all full. We need to close the cover. If I go start the worker off, the cover stays open the whole time. So let's start up a little bit. We need to just back up, because the worker, if we're not careful, will miss a little bit because they've overshot a bit. They weren't expecting it to be empty like that. So what I need to do now is I need to just go and make sure that I swap this across then to the nearest waypoint, because otherwise he's going to try and go back to the beginning, and we don't want that because he's going to go around the whole lot again, wasting seed and fertilizer. No reason at all. So let's go start him back off. Fingers crossed. He should now start off just a little overlap there, just to make sure that we do get everything. There we go. All's good. So we're going to leave this just here in the field, because that's exactly what it's for. Fingers crossed then he might get around all that. Not sure actually. It all depends on how bad the field is. We didn't have to do any treatment for soybeans because it didn't need any nitrogen, but this barley does. So we'll leave it here, just see. Now let's just go and have a look and see how the corn's getting on. Well, as it turns out, not so well. For some reason, the work has stopped here. So it hasn't really got very far at all, and I can't quite work out why the worker has stopped here. To me, it seems like there's nothing in his way. Why is he stopped? As you see, he's only done this one little bit. That's interesting. All right, we're gonna have to sack the worker off then and see. Why have you stopped here, worker? I'm not sure. That's just a strange one. Okay. Well, let's just see. Can we start him again? Luckily, it was set on the nearest waypoint, so the worker's not trying to start from the beginning again. I don't know what that was, actually. Unless it just detected the trailer, maybe because the trailer's a little bit too tight or a bit too close. It didn't look too bad. Maybe he just tried to turn too sharp and he could detect the trailer and it was like, oh, I can't do that. I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock the speed, because this is quite a slow job. So we'll unlock the speed to go at whatever the worker wants to go at, rather than limiting it to what the header wants to go at. As you can see, it's working perfectly fine. Although he does look like he's driving a bit drunk. It's a bit all over the place, but he is literally following. As you see, he'll step out a little bit here now because the field steps out a little bit. Here, I'll see. It's literally following every little indent. Now, we've not even done a headland yet. As you can see, we've not even, like, it's not actually going all around to the edge. You can see it's only half the head is actually picking up any corn. Fields in, yeah, it's really weird, that is. I don't know why the game doesn't go right to the edge of the field. It leaves like a border. So we're not actually picking up a full header's width. And already we're at, well, 65,000 litres of chaff. Yeah, I see he did that corner okay. What was going on with him? So bear in mind, no treatment on this field. pH, nitrogen, none of it's been done. not even planted to the edge. And yet, oh man, 80,000 litres. We're not even on a headland. I said that pit will hold 500,000. We're not going to be able to do it, are we? Now, luckily, my new silo next to my cow pasture that I put in does hold anything you can throw at it. So we can actually store any excess chaff in there. And then once the pit's full, blanket it over, let it ferment. Then we'll come back. And obviously, once it's been emptied, we can use some more chaff, put it in again, and recycle the operation. I think we're going to have to. I mean, we're over 100,000 already. We've not even got round to the beginning yet. Oh, my word. Maybe this is what I should be doing. I don't know, actually, because grass, you do get a lot more cuts. This is done for now until we can actually plant it again in April next year. I still think grass is going to give us more to be able to chaff. But there we go. Although it does look like it's tipping on the floor now. That's it. So we're going to have to sack the worker again now. That's it. The trailer's full. That's 125,000 litres. I didn't even get time to start a time lapse there. I was talking through it. It filled up that quick. Okay, we're going to need to go get a tractor. And let's just back this up a little bit. Let's go and drop this off here somewhere. Right about there. Let's go drop the trailer off. Would help if I actually selected the trailer. There we go. Move forward again. Allow for the tractor to get in. And yeah, okay, we'll turn that off to save fuel. Let's go get the tractor and tip in our first load of chaff. So I must admit, I did actually think my 125,000 litre trailer was going to be a little bit ambitious for this. I thought, we're going to struggle to fill this. I was well wrong. Not even one headland and it's already full. Yeah, this is definitely not going to fit in this bunker. So what I'm going to do is this trailer's got a bit of a quick tip. So I'm going to go right to the back. Hopefully it doesn't blow out the back wall like it did last time. I backed up close to it and it just all ended up outside the back of the wall. Which is... well, I don't think it should really do that. We'll leave a little bit of a gap. We'll go and start tipping it. And I'm just going to let it come out. Yeah, look, it's done it again. Why is it blowing it straight through the back wall? Okay, so that's not going to ferment that bit, but never mind. I wanted to get it right close to see, because it's obviously, if we move slowly, it is going to try and get it nice and even, because this trailer does tip pretty quick, as you see. We're going to get a nice... just keep dribbling it forward. We're going to get a nice... without leaving it lumpy, is kind of what I'm hoping for. There we go. So let's just move forward. Have a quick look. Oh, I'm not going to get down there, am I? Let's walk around. You see, it's leaving it quite nice without being too lumpy. I'm just a bit disappointed that it's blowing the back out of it again. I don't know why. Look, it's not the end of the world. If we really wanted to, we can come around here with a telehandler in the bucket and try and sort of scoop it up. So we'll get this back to the field. We'll let it carry on again. I'm just wondering, actually. This trailer is mine. Can we upgrade it? Is there an upgrade? Ah, there's an extension here. 250,000. I'm wondering, actually. So normally 125 will be fine for grain, but maybe we do put... I mean, I think that is a silage top on it. You know, if we're doing chaff, this kind of stuff. So maybe we should go for the extension. 7.5 grand. You know what? Yeah. Let's go and do that then. So now we've got the nice new extension on the top. Look at that. Beautiful. And obviously it's going to work well because the long pipe that we've got on the forage harvester just means now, you know, it'll get over that no problem at all. So let's get back to the field. Let's connect it back up. Start it going again. So I've just had to quickly come back and fill this guy up again. You got to this point here, as you can see, I've just gone and filled it up. Not too bad, actually. It's got, what, quarter of the field left to do? Yeah, not bad. So full of seeds, full of fertilizer. I'm hoping now that it's the fertilizer that's the problem. The seed doesn't seem to sort of go down too fast, but the fertilizer, it's putting in quite a lot. This is quite a bad area of the field. So that's going again now. Hopefully he will complete that now without losing all the fertilizer. Get back to the corn. So we're back here with the corn now. The tractor's just here. The trailer's been dropped off. We can back up a little bit. I'm hoping the tractor shouldn't be in the way. That might spew some more chaff in if it's now detected. Is it? No, it seems like it's got it all. So fingers crossed now. We'll just check on the worker. Yeah, nearest waypoint. So we should be able to go around about here and activate the worker again. And it should carry on from here. Now it's going to go right to the edge of the field, so it's going to miss bits. So just think how quick this is going to fill up now. Like, it's missing off the header because of the edge of the field. But when it gets in and we get a full width of corn going through that header, oh man, it's going to be even quicker. So we'll let him go round. I'll come back to you when it's got to another full, well, this time 250,000 litres of chaff. Everything on this field is done. We've just got the worker here. We're just going to sort the roller out now. This is my new roller. Just over literally 8.1 meters. This should give it a nice different texture, I think. I believe so anyway. We're going to find out together. Yes, look at that. A nice rolled texture. So this is going to be the final stage that we need for this now. Just back away a bit because it's a little bit loud. So this should be it. Rolled, mulched, nitrogen, pH, seeded, everything's been done. Basically, this field then, when we come to harvest, we can't get any better. This is going to be the best of the best. So we'll just leave the worker there. We'll jump out, get run over by me and roller. So yeah, expected yield 143%, yield potential 125. It says weeds. Weeds are growing, which is fine. We'll just come back and hit it with herbicide. We've got the sprayers. Everything is good. Perfect pH, perfect nitrogen. We can't get any better. If we go over here, I'll probably say, yeah, it needs rolling. Well, it has been rolled. If we go look on the map, that will confirm it as well. There you go. So you can see now the blue is disappearing. The purple for the mulch is showing behind now. Granted, we've got weeds, and obviously this needs rolling, that needs rolling, and this one down here has got weeds and needs rolling. Now, we're too late to do any rolling on them, so this is why this is going to be the first field that's actually had all the stages properly done. I just think it's going to be good. So, let's get back to the chaff. So I think if we go a little bit further forward this time, I'm really hoping to try and not blow any out the back. I don't know if I'm going to get the telehandler in there to scoop that out. We might just have to... We're not going to have to worry too much about being shorty. I'm hoping this might be okay. Well, it's not gone through that time. Fingers crossed if we just creep forward a little bit. I want to try and keep it level, you see. So you sort of just keep going, so you wait till it like fills up that little area. I know it takes time, but then it's less compacting. Well, you don't end up with a big mountain then, you see. Now, we could potentially go... Let's try going backwards and see, can we get a bit more... Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Okay. That might have been a bad idea. It's leaking over the side. We still got like, what, another... Oh, God. I'm never going to get on top of this to compact this down, am I? There's a lot. I don't want to go too close to the front. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're now... You know what I said about trying to keep it so we don't get big mounds? Yeah. I I think that's gone a bit wrong, hasn't it? Because the trailer it comes out so quick. It started off so well, and then it went so badly wrong. Oh, and okay. Oh. So we've hit the fill limit here. It's not gone over the edge like I thought it has. How the heck am I going to flatten that down? Okay. Leave this one with me. So at the minute then, I'm just at this stage where I think I've pretty much got the maximum I'm going to in this bunker. I've tried a bit of everything. As you can see, it's stacked up around the edges. Bit of an overspill at the back. At sort of the front corner as well, I've got a bit of an overspill. I don't know if you can actually see, actually. It's in the hedges. It's sort of down on that right side there, kind of. There, you can just see, if you look down, see it there? Kind of busted out the seams there as well. So, I've gone and invested in some like silage rollers here, just to try and compact it down. So compact, I suppose they're called, really. And they're just heavy kind of rollers with weights on. And I think it's 3.9 ton for the back, and I think it's 6.9 for the... Sorry, 6.9 for the back, 3.9 for the front. And it is literally just a matter of going back and forth, really. I must admit, this is actually pretty smooth. I think I did pretty well. I've got the telehandler there because there's bits at the front. I'll try to scoop up the best I can. But yeah, it's a bit of a slow task, and obviously try not to drive off. That's always going to be a bonus. It's a bit of a slow task now, just sort of going through, and I definitely think it's helping, though. I mean, at the minute, we've got 779, nearly 780,000 litres of chaff in here at the minute. I don't know what it's going to blanket like. Really be careful, though, driving off the edge. So I just want to try and let's just see if we can get over to this edge a little bit. Just flatten this down a bit over here. Gotta be careful. That can hang over as long as the wheels don't go off. Give this edge a bit of a rub down here. So we're 46% done at the minute. It is a matter of, it's a slow process, but a matter of just going back and forth. I don't want to go too close to the edge because I don't want it to try my best not to like, knock it all out the front. It's going to be a bit tricky, you know, because I've got to get the tractor off. But I think what I might do is I might cheat a little and use super strength and carry the tractor off the top. Otherwise, it is just going to, as soon as we drive down, it's going to then leak all out the front. Yeah, 54%. That's not bad. So I'm just going to carry on going back and forth. And I'll see you back when it's 100%. So there we go then. It's all done. 100% compacted. 778,682. So you do lose a little bit when you sort of compact it down, but 100% we can now blanket this, and we are going to have a little bit. I'm not sure if it's going to blanket all that. Like I said, around here, if we can see, look, that we had a right overspill over there, blew out the sides on that one, and just here as well, look, over here, leaking out everywhere. Now I'm not sure if it's going to get all this at the front, but we'll see. If we go onto it, it says blanket silo, we'll blanket it. Yeah, you know, not bad actually. Little bits here that it hasn't got. What we're looking like around here, it's got all around here. We got right to the back. Yeah, even got a little bit out of the back there. Not bad. So that's going to obviously ferment now. It's going to take a little while. So you're probably thinking, oh well, Craigie boy, if you've got 700,000 litres in there, you said you get about 5 in it. I really have pushed everything in I can. You're probably thinking, oh well, there's probably not much of the field left. Yeah, how wrong you would be. There's so much of the field left, and we've got over 700,000 litres in the bunker already. So what we're going to do, all this is going to go into the silo, because luckily the silo does take chaff. So we're going to put all this in there, store it in there, and then, well, just looking at what we got here, I mean, the trailer's already got 60,000 litres in now. So just looking at what's left, there's a lot. Potentially, we could maybe get another, what? 2? Would you say maybe, yeah, maybe another 2 of the bunkers filled with this what's left. Now I think I'm going to leave this worker because this episode is already, you know, getting fairly long. I'm going to leave this worker to crack on with this cornfield and keep chaffing it all. We've got 770,000 litres in the bunker. What are we going to get left in the silo after it's all done? There's still quite a lot to go. So I think we're going to leave it here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.